Hi, hello, Mango. Oh, fuck a woman, ah. Hello. Um, Hi, how's it going? I am definitely not late. Shut the fuck up. Shut. Don't look at the time. Why are you looking at the time? No, don't look at the time. I'm definitely not late because look at. Jesus. Yeah, but I don't. I'm definitely don't look at the time. Please don't look at the time. Just ignore the fact. Ignore the fact that was literally reading fan fiction before this, and then felt like I definitely didn't felt like like I need to finish this. I need to finish this. If I don't finish this, I need to finish this. And also one thing I definitely also didn't do is I definitely didn't right after doing that literally go and instead of starting stream went and continue looking for rent in my for my uni and and took 20 minutes just looking for rent before I started streaming because I am a master procrastinator. I am so good at procrastinating that I am procrastinating something I do for fun, which is streaming. I don't even do streaming as like a obligation or a job. I just do it for fun and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna procrastinate this thing I do for fun. Why not? And also I'm definitely not right now still looking for fanfiction. I am I I don't even know what to say. I do wanna point out though. I have been why is every I know this is not the first time we've complained. I know this is like the fifth or like I don't even know how many times we've complained about this. But can fan fiction writers please finish your fucking 92.4% of all statistics quoted on the internet are wrong. I don't know. I feel like that might be wrong. If you're bothered by a bee, just look at it. Some seeing is okay. I don't believe in seeing is believing. Actually, I think the human eye, human senses are fallible. Therefore, seeing might not actually be believing. But yeah. Can people finish their fucking fanfiction? I cannot keep finding very cool fanfiction and then look at when it was last updated and it was 20 fucking 17. You guys can't keep doing this to me. Careful fire, go see you might fall down the same rabbit hole. Uh, who made it with the with fallibility of senses? What? I mean, but I personally believe in the fallibility. Like, I jokes aside, I do personally believe in the fallibility of senses. It's just that I also believe that people who use that as a justification of ignoring our reality is also an idiot. It's basically the way is like you have to acknowledge what like is something a illusion, but sometimes humans um but some things are cannot possibly emotion. Okay. Uh Farios, you plan to kidnap all fanfiction authors and place them in the brainwashing prison. I must finish all my writing is speaking deliver. How about that? Yes, do that. Do it. Ignore the fact that that technically I have no, technically I'm not a fanfiction author. I'm an original lore author. So I don't count in that. Yes, I'm not actually a fanfiction author. Hell yeah, saved. I'm safe, guys. Guys, I'm safe. Don't worry about it. Stop trying to colonize Ghost Town. Okay. You have decided that I am totally safe. God damn it. Also, oh yeah, speaking of which, I don't know what's going on with the server. I fucking paid for it, but then, it's still not considered. Okay, he's marked it as paid. Never mind. I need to actually like fucking like I need to like actually like look at my stuff more. But yeah. Also, another thing is yeah, the server is back on, by the way. Please get into the. I have decided to please get into this. Hold on, give me a minute. Please get in this totally unmarked white van. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea. I'll be real. You know, the unmarked white vans are usually something you shouldn't go into. I mean, it's probably fine, right? Probably fine. Read word. Stop getting me the read word. I don't like word. Which one is less suspicious? An unmarked white van or a graffiti white van? Honestly, if it's a graffiti white van, I would be more inclined to go in. Please, the van is not gonna take you to a brainwashing bunker. You see the problem? Here's the thing. Now that I think about it, do I want to be brainwashed into finishing my thing? Because if I am, then I wouldn't procrastinate as much. So if there's zero side effects of said brainwashing, I actually kind of want to. Because then I wouldn't fucking procrastinate. Because fuck it out. I'm so bad of a procrastinator. I procrastinated streaming today. Come on, I'm so bad. I'm terrible. I'm literally terrible. I am just so bad at doing this. New Fire Ghost lore. I haven't read the lore in so long. I failed you. I failed you guys. I failed you guys. To be fair, I've spent the past 3 months basically. I have not really developed. I don't think I've developed my like original lore for like a year now. I've spent like the last year just going through various fan fictions of my own lore and just crossing them over with with media I like Star Wars and recently Warhammer 40k. And I'm very much still in the Warhammer 40k what's the word I'm looking for here? I'm very much still in the Warhammer 40k like fucking canon right now. I'm still obsessed with that. I have like a whole thing. Okay, very much into not progressing, but also secretly, god damn it. Yeah, this Sunday, I am thinking like, do I want to do a Minecraft stream or do I want to do the bigotry multiplayer thing? On one hand, I haven't played Minecraft in a while. On another hand, bigotry multiplayer would probably be fun. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it's cool. I guess that's the only thing I can say. It's cool. uh. Very good. The brainwashing is taking effect. God damn it! No, no, I have been brainwashed. No, I have. Oh, do Vicky Tree multiplayer so you have time to cut. God damn it! Fine, we'll do the Vicky Tree multiplayer. But also, oh no, I'm being brainwashed. Someone. I definitely don't look at material that is related. Anyway, that might be too. That might be TMI. That might be TMI. I think I just shut the fuck up now. That is definitely TMI. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. What are you talking about? Nothing happened. You guys heard nothing. You guys heard nothing. You guys heard something? No, you guys heard nothing. You guys heard nothing. You guys heard nothing. I am a person who's pure of heart. Yeah, not even I can sustain that line. No, I'm fucking not pure of heart. But uh, oh, I see you're on the server right now, person. I see you. Imperial part? What do you mean imperial part? Oh yeah, me being imperial part, right? Guys, do I? Yes, I've forgotten about my conversation. 5 minutes. Wow, I was still in the conversation. I am so amazing at doing things. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, man. I'm just vibing. Words don't mean anything anymore. Words are stupid. Who needs words? All right. Anyway, how's everything going recently? How is everything? What did I do last? Oh yeah, last stream was. Oh yeah, we talked about money last stream. It was really funny because Hopeson Hopeson, I don't know if you guys realize that, but I basically had an entire debate with Hope, like not after the stream, the day after, which is yesterday actually. Now that I think about it, yeah, yesterday, like since I talked about the buddy stuff, and then I somehow continued the conversation into ever since you completely unprompted said you just said you were pooping to me when you could have just not believe. I believe no information is too much from you. Um um I no comment. That's all I can say. No comment. Listen. I love to talk about stuff. I have zero shame I have zero shame in what I do. You have to understand this. I have zero shame. The problem is I don't have shame, but I don't want people to be uncomfortable. And if I wouldn't make someone in chat uncomfortable, I would just filter off and say the most weird ass fucking things in the universe. Such as my interest, quote unquote. Actually, and now back to shutting the fuck up. Anyway. Um, 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 um. um. But yeah, I was talking to Hopeson about money again, and then we came to the conclusion last time that money was bullshit. So I had to had an entire conversation with him about because he doesn't believe that. Okay, he thinks that money isn't bullshit. Uh while I disagree, I also see his point, but at the same time, yeah, it's fuck. Basically, the problem is, he tried to convince me of oh yeah, there's this that thing about money is bullshit. So yeah, he tried to convince me about that, and like yes, everything you say is correct, and I think all of this is fucking stupid. It's only worth yeah, exactly. See, his idea is that money is the fundamental thing with communication. Would you still love chat if chat were a worm? Uh, that depends. Would the worm? Oh, there it is. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Look the first. No, look. Speak of the devil. Look who it is. Look who it is. Yeah. Exactly. Yes. This motherfucker. We had an entire conversation where this motherfucker just goes in and says, but no, it's real because money is a representation of trust. Who decided money should be a representation of trust is my question now. And how do I put this? When you when you build your entire society, when society is built upon this quote unquote incarnation of trust, one of the most how do I say this? Why are we basing our entire why are humans basing our entire livelihood on the idea of trust? That is fear. That is fucking fear. Anyway. I agree. I agree with everything you're saying. I just still think it's fucking stupid. Also, trust is motion, money is represented, therefore. Exactly, see? Do you trust me, Hobson? Money is anything that that embodies trust physically. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck building it. Trust is good, but I don't want to trust the next. I don't want to trust the guy. I don't trust the people who have money. Have you donated one? I don't want to trust people. I don't trust the people who actually have the money. So even though they're supposed to be symbolizing they have a lot of trust, fuck that. I don't trust them. They're the last thing I trust. Fuck them. So does anybody just like I don't like it. See, here's the thing. Everything you say is. That's why you don't want to pay those. But they have money. They force you. It's like how do I describe this? You know what? It's like fucking. It's like I like. This is something I'm of course not gonna judge. Of course, I'm not gonna judge you for it. But it's something we just fundamentally like have a difference in opinion because we don't like. I don't like these kind of things. You are perfectly fine with this thing. There's the concept that you salute the rank, not the person. You trust the money, not the billionaire. I don't trust the money. I don't trust the money either because the people who own the money are the billionaires, and therefore they have all the say in the trust. They determine what's trustworthy, quote unquote. But I don't trust them, so I can't trust what they trust. So fuck that. And then there's the concept of the entity. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Stop entitizing. Like the institution, yeah, that's the thing. That's why I don't trust any institutions in this at this rate. You see, a fundamental part of my depression is no institution could be trusted because all institution is ran by people who with a lot of money. And I'm like, yeah, I mean most institution, of course, but still, you know what I mean. Like, yes. Fuck. You see the problem there. Hobson. When you don't trust the rich guy, you kind of can't trust anything, and then you realize your world is ironically when you would not have the convenience we have today. But also that is true. Like, how do I put this? That was true. I would say that's true. Like, a few years back, but nowadays it's more so. Like, I want to say the opposite. It's more so like the institutions have run their course. So if you know what I mean. Like, the institution have run their course and have now become a hindrance to their own progress, if that makes sense. That's personally what I think. But of course, this is not a I'm not saying to tear down the establishment, destroy all existing institutions. That's fucking stupid as well. But we have to acknowledge when some institutions are, failing. That's why the next victim is gonna be, oh my fucking, I'm gonna fuck off, Hobson. Do not promote MLMs in my chat. I will kill you IRL. I know where. Wait, actually, I don't know where you live. I know where you work. I think that's close enough. Fuck. I know where you work and I know where you will be on a specific date. Yeah, sure. Sure, hope so. Yeah, good luck with that. Anyway, stop promoting MLMs in my chat. I will kill you. I will find I will go to the place that I know you will be at. On you know, most likely December. Um I will be there and I will kill you. Actually, I can't even. Even if I want to, I can't. I'm being cloned. Oh, fuck. Anyway. Give me a minute. Alright. So, I don't know what's happening anymore. My brain is fucked. My brain is fucked right now. Um. Because fake news is the failure of social security. What social? So yes, money is not evil. Oh, I never said money is evil. I just said money is stupid. People who have money is probably evil, but like, you know, people who have the most money is probably evil, but money is fucking stupid. I'm not saying money is evil. I never said money is evil. I just said money is fucking stupid. I mean, social security works in some countries, but it's a real. The problem is the way it's treated, I guess. Like it's one of those things where it's like, okay, yeah, there is a problem with you know, how we are treating it, and also at the same time there's a problem with the system, how it's built. It's like, if the people who use it don't treat it that way, then it would be not be failing as hard. But at the same time, if the people in charge of managing it actually is not just thinking about profit, then it would be like, it would not be failing with the powers that didn't. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. Exactly, it's what I'm saying. It's both. It's people who are attacking it from both sides, which is the really annoying part. It's one of those things that it that is like, the only reason it's failing is because it's being attacked by both sides. It's something very important, but both sides are attacking it, and for no reason. Actually, no, no. The people who in power have a reason to attack it. The That's why it's becoming, because you don't trust it. Kill yourself. I don't trust the CEO. You don't see the CEO. You don't see the CEO magically. I trust it. I trust it personally. But I trust the social security for the most part. But that's why but you don't see me not trusting the CEO, and oh, the CEO has now lost $1 billion. Ah, fuck you. Fuck you, Hopeson. Uh You trust the entity, but not the person it trusts. I don't trust the entity either. You have to understand, I don't trust the entity. I trust the idea of social security. I trust that if it's run by the public, it is probably a good. If it's like, you know, managed by the public, it's probably okay. That's why I'm not paying them. No, the reason why I'm not paying them is because I'm unemployed. Listen, all of this talking about money doesn't fucking matter for me because I'm unemployed. And I'm about to spend a fuck ton of money going to Germany. This is good. This is a really fun. This is really fun. This is really fucking fun. I am suffering. I am suffering. Uh. Anyway, what else is happening? What else has been happening? Um, oh yeah, oh yeah, I am truly a. Uh, what? What the fuck does that mean? Ironically, the system you hate keeps you alive. That's not even the okay. That's not. By the way, the system you hate keeps you alive is first of all, I don't believe it's keeping me alive. I don't think it's life support. It's more so this thing should be dead and how do I put this? I don't think that it's keeping me alive. I don't believe that. It's more so this thing could have been perfect, but then the entire thing but then you choose to add like you choose to remove essential components and add useless stuff. And now this is just pure suffering. And now it's like hell. So like why the like yeah, it's keeping me alive, but but why the fuck did you remove all of the things that is actually like it doesn't matter if it's keeping me alive when it could be like this thing is it could be easily changed into something much more friendly. And what the fuck do you think the entire moral of the Warhammer 40k is, Hopeson? You use an example of Warhammer 40k and you completely miss the point. The entire idea of Warhammer 40k is that yes, the Imperium is the only thing keeping the humanity alive in the setting, but it's fucking shit. And there's so many things that is like that there's so many things in the Imperium that could have gone differently, that would have made the life 10 times easier for everyone involved. Yet because of stupidity and like just dumb shit happening, now you're stuck in a system where it's like everything is fucking falling apart, even though it could just be normal. You understand now? Do you understand the whole point of 40k now? You just gave me an example. You just gave use 40k as an example, not knowing the people in the dreadnought fucking wishes for death and is only fucking like and only like wants the only reason why they consent to being alive is because they feel the obligation to continue fighting. And also, death is kind of even worse in 40k, but we don't talk about that. Yeah, there's always the argument of like fucking just like why are we continuing the fucking rot? Either break the whole thing and let it be over with. Dumb Delta doing dumb Delta thing, spill oil on your hand, try to rinse it in the faucet, then be like, why is it not coming off? Have you heard of a thing called soap? You know, reality keeps you alive, but barely suffering is proof of life. What the fuck are you? What the fuck bullshit is that? That's the biggest bullshit That's the biggest like religious bullshit I've ever seen come out of your mouth. That's the biggest load of religious bullshit I've ever seen come out of your mouth. Gary Norgo believers are alive and they live in perpetual pleasure. Oh, okay. So technically, actually, they don't live in perpetual pleasure. They live in perpetual content. Yes. Not even Sisyphus. This is not even Sisyphus. It's more so that yeah, they live in perpetual content. Then that's the whole point. That's the whole point with the whole thing with Nurgle worshippers is that they aren't really alive anymore. They are just living. They are just rotting, basically. That's the whole point. Nurgle believers aren't alive. They are just rotting. And they're not. And the only thing it's doing, it's spreading the rot even further. That's the whole idea of Nurgle. They're not alive anymore. They're just making things worse for everyone. They're content with everything. They don't have any like thrive. They don't have any desire to thrive for anything better. They are just content with everything. Everything sucks, and that is cool. So we should make everything suck harder. Like that's the whole thing with Nurgle. There's a lot of like philosophy. You become an agent of not an agent of your own ego. You're not even an agent of Nurgle, because the whole thing with Nurgle is he doesn't care. He doesn't care what you're doing. He just wants you to be content and happy with everything, and have no desire. He just wants you to spread his disease everywhere. Let everyone enjoy the blessings of grandfather Nurgle. Like that's the whole thing. There's a whole. How do I put this? If you want to go into the philosophy of all of the chaos gods, it is a very interesting thing. Like 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 the 4K like the chaos gods kind of um are like a representation of like the extremes of like the extreme the representation of the extremes of like how do I describe this? How to do something that in some ways is good to such a point where where it takes over everything else, and because it takes over everything else, you're no longer just living, because like living itself is like a combination of a lot of things, you know it's a combination of like a lot of ups and downs, emotions, like thriving, enjoying, like that's like you can argue that the problem with the chaos gods is that they dominate people to not have the combination anymore, but rather just like like one or two things. They just give you the one thing you thought you wanted the most, and make you obsess over it. Not even sorry, not even want the most. Sorry, that's just not want the most. Sorry, I mean one thing that every human does, and is an essential part of life, and makes it the only thing in life, which makes it so perfect balance as the you may be perfect golden person, perfect balance as the ideal form of living. Yeah, exactly. The whole chaos god is like, yeah, it's they represent things that are important aspects of life. Like Nurgle is also it's the god of entropy, the god of decay and stuff. But those things are, and like he's also the god of depression and the god of contentness. Nurgle is sometimes Nurgle is a very big part of life, to acknowledge that that there are things around you. That's why suffering biases is a system way of keeping you. No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that one. That's the thing. I think suffering is only a small part of life, and to make and I do not define life as suffering. I define life as as the what's it called? Um, the striving it's in spite of the suffering, if that makes sense. In spite of all the sufferings, you still thrive. That's what I think. It does it's not defined. It's not defined. Life isn't suffering. Oh yeah, well, why is life pain? Life is okay. This is like I know I'm not getting really fucking deep right now. I really shouldn't get so deep. This is a very deep thing to say, but yeah, for me it's like okay, life is pain. Life is worth living. You have pleasure as much as suffering. You have the constant change between the two ends. I disagree with that statement, because the idea is you're looking at it as something that is mutually opposite, pleasure and suffering. Um, how do I describe this? To thrive in spite of the entire idea of like these things is more the point of life, but it doesn't mean that you cannot thrive without these things. You can't thrive without some. Hello, hello. Okay, I didn't crash. My internet fucking died. Yeah, my internet just fucking died out of nowhere. I have no idea what just happened. My internet just decided it doesn't want to live in the same in um I don't know what just happened. My internet died is what I'm saying. For a minute there. I don't know what happened there. Uh that's the first thing I saw during the concert was grandpa's funeral. Looked at the bouquet of flowers we bought for grandpa. Yeah, that is a interesting like that is a part of life. Like life is so many things, in my opinion. Like life is they took a walk and saw the bouquet with a different name on it, abandoned in the cemetery. Yeah. It is a part of to see these things and to understand these things is and to accept that they they exist, I guess, is a part of life. Is it suffering? Not really. It's just an acknowledgement of reality. Society uses their create sustenance. That's the problem. Society shouldn't be using suffering to create sustenance. Sustenance should not be built upon suffering. You that. Fuck it out. I feel like you're rage. At this point, I feel like you're rage baiting me. I don't know how to describe it, but at this point, I feel like you're just rage baiting me. But yeah. Anyway, without work done, you can't get work. Oh, look, how do I put this? That's the problem. Work is related to suffering here. Work should not be suffering. Work should not equal suffering. Why the fuck is work equal suffering, huh? What kind of bullshit is this? Work should be something. Work should be something that is something that isn't, isn't meant to just be a negative thing. Work should be viewed as something positive. Even if we bought the honor grandpa, was eventually gonna end up like that on the ground, full of dirt and torn up. Yeah, that is a very sweet story, Jota. Even memories die. I'm gonna have a panic attack thinking about this at night now. Okay, jokes aside, I do have a very bad panic attack every time I think about death. The idea of not I can talk about it, but but by talking about it, I'm using up my brain enough to not think too deep into it, so I can talk about it. But if I'm not talking about it, but I'm just like deep in thought and not thinking about much, if I'm just deep in thought and just not thinking about stuff, it and then I spend time just like brewing in my head on like what that means. I get I get a panic attack every single time. It's something that I cannot. It's something that I kind of learned to prevent. It wasn't sweet. It was fucking. No, I get it. No, it was a sweet story. It's scary, yeah, but it's a sweet story that you are able to see. That's your experience. I don't know how to describe it. I'm sorry if that was like a bit of, like that wasn't what you're trying to mean. But I get it. I have very bad panic attacks for a lots of time. I don't. Okay, we're approaching a different topic now, Hopeson, and we're gonna need. Yeah, I'm not. I will talk to you about that topic next time we meet because that is a lot. That is a lot more. That is a lot more. That is a. Have you ever thought about Epicure? Stop just mentioning names out of nowhere. I'm not Also, another thing. That's a whole other thing. That's related to the whole thing with entropy. We talked about before. I don't want to like. I know we're talking about entropy through Nurigo, but I don't want to actually talk about the philosophy of entropy right now. That's like a whole other thing. But yeah, I do understand like that feeling though of like scared because of you know because of especially because of these kind of like events. I definitely had moments where I definitely personally had moments where I literally just get like incredibly scared because of what I but about the thinking of the idea. Like that's the thing, right? What I cannot understand that gives me a lot of anxiety is what is the idea of non-existence? Like what does that mean? Like what is the idea of dissolving into entropy? Epicurean thinks there's no point in thinking about your own depths. Yeah, I understand that. I understand. I don't think there is a point in me thinking about this. There's not. I mean, there in a way there is a point, but then I don't really care, to be say the least. I have my I have my answers to what happened. Like I have my I have my belief of what happens when we die, but like uh it's not really a thing that I care about. It's more so a thing that I think about in passing, like it's not a thing, like it's not an active thought. It's just like, I wonder how, and like I want, like, there's just a passing thought, a thought that I just think of from time to time, that just came about. It's not like a deep philosophical thing. It's just a thing, like the idea of non-existence that fucking freaks me out. And if you read, and I'm pretty sure one of the SCPs actually has this idea. Yes, a good segue. Yes, so we don't need to talk about this anymore. So one of the SCPs, actually has a thing where this is a very scary one, by the way. So if you don't like this, probably skip this. One of the SCP's entire idea, um, like this is not directly true in this is not directly true as a actual SCP. It's more so there's like a lot of theories behind why this happened. So the idea was, okay, they tried to bring someone back from the dead, but not in the way of like oh, not in the way of cloning them, and not in the way of turning back time, if that makes sense. So the way they did it was that they literally made it so that every single atom and every single particle that makes up the body of that person was returned back to the person somehow. That was not elaborated upon. It just says, oh yeah, it reported somehow. And this person, according to him, what happens after we die is that we can feel at first it was just silence, but at one point you feel the excruciating pain of every single particle and every single part of your body slowly decaying and spreading out into entropy. Yeah, I know. It is scary as fuck. That idea is scary as fuck. Also my internet is kind of bad, so if like how's the stream right now? Is the stream okay? I'm afraid of like because I am lagging quite a bit. My internet is having problems right now. I don't know what's going on there. Hello? It's okay. Okay, it's okay. It's fine. Yeah. So that's the price of life. No, see, here's the thing. Oh, sometimes there's a little chop. Okay, okay, yeah. When I came to the conclusion everything has an end, I created a very opposite type of evil person than Nurgle. Ooh, what would that be? Because okay, in the lore, the opposite type of evil person than Nurgle is Zinj in like Warhammer lore. That's Zinj in Warhammer lore. But okay, anyway, I don't want to continue about that though. So here's the thing: is that SCP that we're talking about? Is that S? So the SCP here is that idea itself. Is the idea that death is this very excruciating thing that you feel your decay into entropy and it's pure suffering forever. The SCP itself is actually this knowledge slash idea, and it might not be true because think about it. He was the only person ever to be brought to, basically decay into entropy and brought all of their particles back into one single being. Maybe all the particles have no sensation, but after being brought back to a single being, the single being remembers who remembers what not really remembers. The single being has like all of the particles in his bodies has experienced through all of the this and that, and is now experiencing like and is therefore having problems, and therefore it's like now all of that past is in a single body, and therefore it has the perception that this is the afterlife. So yeah, it's a very I am always a very interesting way of interpreting it. Oh my god, my internet is just not doing well right now. Um. By the way, please tell me if please. Yeah, please. Yeah, if the stream ever gets, oh, why am I what the hello? YouTube Studio. The fuck? Yeah, if the stream ever has problems with like genuinely, please just let me know because I cannot tell at this point. It's really bad. Like the internet on my side is like it's just there's just a lot of problems. So I'm genuinely not sure if like is there issues right now. Oh my god. It implies that the existence of an inverse SCP that makes you aware of your birth process. I mean, I don't think so because it's the idea. It's that the idea is that this person was brought back to life, like every single particle, including like the particles that associate with memory and stuff, was brought back in. What the fuck do you must be the yes. Yes, fuck those data centers. I don't know, man. Sometimes my internet just sucks. Anyway, because like he might be a unique case because he like all of his particles that after their like the entropy his entropy was reversed, therefore he can feel the entropy because entropy as a concept is probably not supposed to be reversible, but because of the SCP whatever the fuck, it like the entropy was reversed, and now this suffering like the perception of the reverse entropy is probably what the problem is. So the SCP itself is actually not the not this entire thing. The SCP itself is that information because it drives people into panic just for the thought of this might be true. Like the idea is that yes, it might be true for this single person, but what if he's right? What if everyone who dies eventually it just lives in pain for eternity. Uh, just lives in pain for eternity, and feels every single particle guiding through entropy. Oh, oh, that's an oh. Don't I just type an essay? Hold on. The evil sorceress Merlin in my lore was an elf girl. Merlin was an elf girl of amazing potential who thought nothing ever matters in the mortal plane because everything ends. She had more potential than anyone her age, but she always called herself a shoddy mage because nothing she made was eternal. So basically, she thought everything in the mortal realm was worthless, and only thing that matters is becoming eternal. So she has a bit of a disregard for life, and the whole life goal is to make herself immortal and eternal so she can guide elves to the prosperity as an axiom of the universe. So literally, so what you're saying is literally reverse free run. You just describe free run, but instead of learning to enjoy the little things in life, it's just free run that's like fuck the little things in life. I get living forever is the most base thing ever. You create a reverse free run, Delta. I don't know if you realized that. I guess it's not really reverse free run. It's free run before she learned to enjoy the little things. Is like free run before Himo. Like because free run doesn't never really cared about all the little free run. Yeah, free run and no character growth. Exactly. You get it. It's like because free run didn't really care about like this. Would she be internally content or happy? The thing is, back when the thing with free run was that she definitely wasn't happy. She doesn't know how to feel. I like, in a way, you can say she spent basically thousands of years basically depressed because she basically felt nothing and didn't know how to process her own emotions. Like that's her whole thing, right? So she basically spent doing nothing and not really knowing what's the point of life. She just lived and lived for a long time as everything like that's the only thing she because that's the only thing she knew. She knew that she can live for a long time and everything else doesn't. It was like Himo that showed her how to be happy, you know? Remember before Himo would bat an eye at sending thousands of her own kind to death just to win a war? I wouldn't say I mean yeah, in a way yeah, you're right, but at the same time, that has nothing to do with the idea of like, it's not really Nurgle as well. Yeah, you can say no, she's not Nurgle. She's like a representation of someone a Nurgle worshipper. I wouldn't say she's Nurgle, but like her before like Himo was you can say like that's the whole thing Nurgle represents. It's just existing and not thinking about not having a purpose and stuff and just going through life with nothing and just being content about everything around you. But yeah, the whole thing but yeah, to say that has nothing to do with that whole philosophy of like not of like thriving the eternal and not enjoy like not seeing these small things as like the difference here is like with that is that it's like Frieren if she doubled down on her whole like thing on her whole like if she doubled down instead of starting to appreciate the smaller things, if she doubled down and went to slowly care less and less about actual about the smaller things, at one point she would be like your character if she doubled down. Basically, it's just that Frieren in the like before the character development was kind of in the point of like she can still see the little things, but she couldn't understand the point of it, I guess. She could not. Mango, you should send you a fair care package in Minecraft. Okay. Um, but yeah, your villain. Yeah, exactly. No, what I'm saying is that if Freerun I want, no, if Freerun double down on him is like, oh, all of these things are fleeting. All of these fleeting things, they don't matter, and the only thing that matters is those that are eternal. You know what I mean? Like the demons and like it's probably more akin to like how the demons think probably in Freerun. It is a very interesting way to like it's the idea is very similar to what Friedrich exhibits. Of course, I'm not saying they're the same character. I'm not saying they're the same character at all. But what I'm saying is the idea it exhibits, like the idea you're playing with here, is something that's really it's the basically the opposite core of Friedrich. The opposite core of what Friedrich what the entire story of Friedrich is represents. But yeah, I do think it is interesting. By the way, I'm not saying this to. I'm not saying the. I'm not saying the. I'm not saying a compare. I'm not comparing to like downplay your OC. By the way, that's not what I'm doing here. Your OC is really cool, and I do like it. I'm just saying that that's it's an interesting thing to think about. I'm just saying that, oh yeah, this thing is very similar to Freerun, and then like there's that like you can see a similar idea being like similar but opposite idea being played for by Freerun. It's it's one of the reasons why I like Freerun so much. It's the playing around of this idea of just eternity and like a being where entropy, where a being that can see entropy but doesn't experience it for itself. How does that feel like? Because that's the thing with Freerun. She experiences entropy all around her. She sees things fall, rise and fall and rise again, only to just fall again, and nothing matters. Everything except her will slowly decays in death. But then, but then at one point, she learns that she not learns, I guess. She experiences this very short. Oh, by the way, Merlin was also massively racist and thought elves were superior because they're closer to eternity and really hates humans. That's why I said. That's why I said. Yeah, if you're in double down, and she's dead. What? I'm not. I'm thinking. Wait, am I dead? Am I good? Am I okay? Um, I don't know what's going on. My internet is just very fucked right now. Now it's good. Okay. Okay, yeah, my internet is really fucked. Also, I have to mention this because I will never forgive. I will never forgive this injustice done upon the world. Fuck solo leveling from taking anime of the year from Freerun. You cannot tell me this aura farming fucking is better than the work of art that is fucking Freerun. Rest Delta, I don't know. You cannot tell me that. Fuck solo leveling. I will never forgive solo leveling. They can go fuck solo leveling fans for not being able to enjoy Freerun. Fucking if you're one of those motherfuckers who voted for solo leveling instead of appreciate, like, yes, it is a show, like, yeah, I'm not saying solo leveling is a bad anime. What I am saying is not a work of art. Freerun is a work of art with great philosophy and storytelling and like the entire surrounding idea, everything around Freerun is good. And then it still has very good action scenes. It's not like, oh yeah, it has all the disco story, but the action scenes are shit. The action scenes are amazing and fucking are thought provoking as well. But no, no, you just no. The anime fucking chose that's the anime of the year was the guy who stands really cool, and it's just also Meredith Long live. She's not she is immune. She's not immune to anything. She wants to become immune to anything. I know. Yeah, that actually that's another thing. That reminds me of another thing. I forgot something that someone told me. Something that my friend told me. It's about someone immortal, not capable of comprehending himself dying. I forgot what this. I think it was an anime. I forgot what anime it was, but my friend. Ah, finally, your wife. Fuck you. Fuck you. Anyway, um. Anyway. Oh yeah, it was. It was. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was talking about My Hero Academia. Apparently, like one of the characters wanted to be like wanted to be immortal or something. I don't know. I've never watched My Hero. I never watched My Hero. I need to emphasize that I've never watched My Hero. I'm not a My Hero watcher. I don't. It's not my type of anime. I'll be real, but like the entire idea was like, oh, someone who couldn't accept their own mortality, and in that like tried their best to just become immortal, exist forever, and in that moment of their death, they showed coward uh what kind of coward they actually are. I guess what kind of like what kind of coward, like the little child that they truly were, if that makes sense. I don't remember I don't know the character. I don't know anything about My Hero Academia. I don't know. I don't know anything about the you're like pulling names out of your ass, but I don't know because I literally never watched My Hero Academia. I just heard that this is an idea talked about from my friend who talked. I think we were talking about the idea of like a child's death. I guess. I know this is a weird thing to say, right? But we're talking about like the innocence of a child's death, and how like that inherent. Sometimes that the no, I'm not googling BJ. Shut the fuck up. Fuck, I'm not doing that. Also, like there's a whole like idea because we were discussing like the idea of like someone's like at the moment before death, the innocence of a child appears because nothing matters anymore. That was what we were discussing, and we talked that's and then he brought this guy up basically. It's a really interesting idea, I guess. I don't know how much it really like makes how much it makes sense, but like it's but I remember the conversation. I don't remember the full conversation. I remember like this one of those things we said in passing. So yeah, it is a really interesting thing to think about. I have thought about this idea. Probably something I can think about further if I wish. All right. Hmm. One day I will talk about this further. I don't know. I don't think because it's not something that I'm not exactly familiar with this idea. Though. In the face of death, all are equal. Yeah, something like that. Like in that moment, who you are, what you did doesn't matter anymore, and who you are, your most childlike self appears. Who you are laid bare. What do you mean they showed the child they truly were? In a sense like they are just like Like in their moment for them, it was just a like you get this character who is like so incredibly like crying and saying I want to die, I want mommy, like something like that. Yeah, something like that. That idea, that kind of like feeling was presented. You know what I mean? The coward. Like how do I put this? It's hard for me to describe because you have this really cool character like villain. Oh, and his like whole thing is like how evil he is. Like oh, he's able to do these things and that things, and then the moment in that one moment in that last final moment, you see who he truly is, which is just a child, deathly afraid of death. Like that's the idea that I'm going for. If that makes any fucking sense. It's Boku no Hero Academia, My Hero Academia. Apparently, I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. I might be wrong here. I might be remembering wrong. It might be My Hero Academia. Hope that is it. Am I talking? Is what I'm saying relevant to My Hero Academia? Because I do not fucking know. My because I'm basing this off one of my memory of what my friend told me while we were talking about something not related, just in passing related, which is something very interesting. I don't remember. I don't remember. And by the way, it also might just be personal interpretation of the scene, I guess. So I don't know. I'm not eating your hair. Why the fuck are you asking me? Why? Why are you asking me to eat your hair? Why are you doing this? Why are you like this? Why are you pissed? Why? What? Eat what hair? The fuck? You only got to season 4. Did I spoil the entire anime for you? Did I just spoil the anime for you? If you know, you know. What? If I know, I know? What? What do you want? I don't get it. I'm actually like confused now. Now the main plot is still there. What? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get what you're saying here. I'm so confused. You're making me so fucking confused right now, by the way. Like what's going on here? Even though I was for to eat my hair part. Okay, sure, I guess. Right. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end it here now. Yeah, shorter stream today because I procrastinated. It didn't spoil plot. There's level 2. Okay. Good. All right. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here though because I am getting a bit tired and I do wanna and yeah, it's about the time anyway. So yeah. Thanks to you guys for oh, it's because you get the power of one your man consume his DNA wish. Oh. Huh. I'm just not you don't yeah, yeah. I'm just not gonna think about it. You know what? I'm just not gonna think about what the hell you just said. Anyway, but yeah, if you like the stream, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. If you guys want to talk to me more and fuck around with what I say, join my Discord link in the description. We can have more philosophical bullshit conversations again. Because why not? That's just something I do apparently. And yeah. See you guys next stream probably. Uh oh yeah. Donate if you have, if you can, if you want, because I don't know if I can still receive funds once I go to Germany. Yeah, thank you. You guys so much for watching. Bye. Bye.